Chapter 3, Making Moves. Your heart pounds in time, but the thundering Dane speaks as you stare, disbelieving at the group currently occupying a VIP booth in your club. What the hell is Vic doing here? And is that Nadia's son with him? Dylan? Yeah, no. I hear he and Vic are pretty tight, so no accounting for taste. Makes sense why Nadia had to take Vic under her wing, right? If my only biological spawn was that rabid ferret in a human suit I'd be looking to adopt to. I can't believe Vic associates with that scumbag. I thought Vic had better taste than that. To be fair, they are kind of related. Don't remind me. You start to march to their booth, but Roy's low cough stops you. You sure you're ready to have that showdown, kid? You gotta know how to pick your battles. Roy's right. You can't face down a table of Flint royalty like that. Faith digs an arm into her purse and pulls out a slinky, glitzy mini dress, followed by a range of accessories to match. Faith, why do you even have an entire spare outfit in your bag? Oh, you know, sometimes you get bored with what you're wearing. Other times, some jealous bitch dumps her entire frozen daiquiri down your top. Put it on, dazzle. Rock up to that booth like you own the place. I kinda do own it. And with this bad boy, you'll look like it. Diamond choice. Whatever. You slip into the bathroom and change into the dress. It fits perfectly, hugging your curves and making the most of your long legs. Now, that's what I'm talking about. There's an extra sway in your hip as you make your way past the bar. Back to the dance floor. It doesn't hurt that you get an appreciative cat call or two on the way. I'd like to state for the record that I still don't like or think this is a good idea. You can come with me if it'll make you feel better. Well, it's not gonna make me feel better, per se. Roy falls in a step behind you, and you slow your walk as you lead Faith across the dance floor, taking a moment to get your emotions under control. Vic's just a boy I used to know, and now he's a man who works for my enemy. So, I said to the girl, why don't you try me? Oh, it was hilarious. You never saw it coming. I swear, Vic, you always have the best luck with the ladies. Could it be easy with a face like that? As you reach the table, the conversation stops short. Everyone turns to stare at you, Vic included. His eyes are dark, an intense blaze burning deep inside them. But whether from hate or lust, it's impossible to tell. Well, would you look at this? What are Flints doing in my club? I don't recall issuing you an invitation. Vic doesn't look the least bit surprised to see you. He takes an unhurried sip of his cocktail, and you struggle not to stare as he swallows, the muscles of his throat going taut. I happen to like this club, and I don't recall ever seeing you here before. A smirk touches his lips as he eyes you pointedly up and down, the pressure of his gaze heating your own skin like the stroke of a warm hand. Believe me, I'd have noticed. You open your mouth, but a passing waiter steps up before you can reply. Hey Vic, I got that next round of drinks you ordered, plus a few extra on the house. We owe you for last time. Thanks, Pieter. You can feel a hot flurry of anger starting to rise up from your stomach. It's almost like Vic timed the waiter's arrival to make you look bad. Now look. You and Faith are nudged out of the way by a pair of go-go dancers, giggling their way up to the booth. Hey Vic, I hope you enjoyed the last set. I always enjoy watching you work. Did I see some new moves, Tiffany? Oh, you noticed. I've been practicing. It shows. Keep it up, ladies. They laugh and wave as they make their way back to the stage. As you try to get a rein on your anger, Dylan sneers up at you while Vic gives you merely a passing glance. Both are infuriating in their own right. Sorry, princess. You can sashay your tight ass around as much as you want. But this is our club, always has been, always will be. Funny, I don't see you handing out the paychecks. Unless you prepare to start taking over payroll, I think we know who's really in charge around here. I could buy and sell this place 10 times over. Actually, no, you can. It's not for sale. It belongs to the Wolf family. Vic scoffs and leans back in his seat, catching sight of a waitress behind him. He cranes his neck and calls out to her. Hey, Sherry, quick question. Hi, Vic, what's up? Do you know who this woman is? The waitress's glance is appreciative as she takes in your outfit. No, should I? She looks famous. Ugh. Haha! Told you. One more question. Do you know who I am? Yeah, I do. You guys want another round, the usual? We're good for now, thanks. A smug smile touches Vic's mouth. You should listen to Roy. As the waitress wanders off, Faith tugs you a few steps back and drops her voice to a whisper. Vic and his entourage are obviously regulars here, Diamond. You're not gonna make any friends by kicking them out. You set your jaw and consider your options. Faith has one thing right. Vic has taken pains to make himself beloved around here. I'm not giving up that easily. There's more than one way to make friends. What's the play? Simple. We just have to show this place what a party actually looks like. Oh, for the love of... throw a party with Faith. Vic and his friends can sit in a booth, act cocky all as they want. I know the real way to a nightclub's heart. Please say it's copious amounts of alcohol. It's copious amounts of alcohol. Roy sighs and Faith whoops her approval as you make your way across the dance floor to the stage. Hey, honey, did you want to take a spin in the go-go cage? You know, you could have just walked to the boss's booth, which is literally you, and, like, you have to start yourself slow. But hey, let's start ourselves in as a, I don't know, party goer. That'll really make them earn we're boss material. Don't be stupid, Tiff. In an outfit like that, she's gonna be one of the higher-ups. You grab a mic from the DJ and signal for her to turn the music down. She looks surprised, but is quick to lower the loud, pumping bass. Hey guys, sorry to interrupt when things are just getting to heat up, but I have an important announcement to make. The whole club hushes and turns towards you. You have their attention, you don't intend to waste it. You may not have heard, but Club Caviar is changing hands. This place has a new boss, and that new boss is me. To celebrate the change in ownership, free shots for the next hour. Vodka, whiskey, tequila, pick your poison, it's on me. Sudden roaring of the crowd threatens to overtake you, but you raise your voice and let out a war cry. Hell, pick 'em all! We're here to have a good time. Let's show the old guard what we're capable of. You can't help but peek at Vic's table as you leap down from the stage into the surging, frantic crowd. He's too far away for you to make out his expression, but you're pretty sure he wasn't expecting this. We don't know that. He could be sitting there going, whatever. Come on, I snagged us a VIP booth next to Vic's. I thought he might enjoy a front row seat to your successful takeover. Petty. I like it. Hey, if he wants to play dirty, I'm not gonna deny him any of this grime. You and Faith slide into the booth next to his, where a tray of brightly colored shots already sits waiting for you. You lift one and hold it up to Vic's table and one-sided toast. Always fight fire with fireball. You toss it back, enjoying the burn as the alcohol hits your veins. You catch Vic's eyes on you again, sending a shiver down your spine, but before you say anything, an actress you recognize from a recent hit movie sidles up to your table. Oh, look, it's her. 6 years you've been in this game. 6 years. Keep seeing her everywhere. Along with a lot of the faces they keep reusing. 8 billion people on the planet, you'd think you'd come up with someone new. Oh my god, can I just say how awesome this is? Club Caviar has always been my go-to for a good time, but I never seen it like this before. Oh, be sure and spread the word. From here on out, every night's a party. Behind you can hear Dylan muttering obscenities under his breath. It already was a party. All you did was shimmy on a stage for a few seconds. Sounds like someone's jealous. Maybe we should have their favorite waitress bring you around on us. You gesture for the waitress from earlier to approach your table. She's already halfway across the floor before you finish. Gosh, I'm so sorry I didn't recognize you earlier. I heard the wolves were taking over the operation, but I didn't realize it would be you. You went to London Fashion Week, right? Is it awesome? Better than awesome. Maybe next year we'll do a professional retreat. Grinning, the waitress gestures for a few of the other staff members to join you. Guys, we seriously scored with our new boss. I'll do my best to live up to your expectations. Anything you need, anything at all, I'm here to take care of you now, got it? You're all part of a family. He bends over to find Vic staring at you with his brows lowered. You're pretty sure he heard every word of that. Everyone, grab a glass. I'd like to propose a toast. Here's to our kick-ass staff. None of this would be possible without a crew like this one. It's a Caviar. Everyone clinks their glasses and begins whooping with delight. And to our new boss. A low call from Vic's booth draws your attention. The table seems sadly empty now that everyone is thronging around yours instead. That's an awfully bold promise for someone who's been in charge for all of 5 minutes. It always sucks to find out how replaceable you are, doesn't it? I guess a pretty face and a fat wallet only count for so much in this world. Your focus is pulled back to your table by Faith putting in an order for a full bottle of tequila. No need to bring any shot glasses this time around. You're planning to swig the whole thing pirate style? Not quite. Why bother with chilled glasses when we can have plenty of hot bodies to go around? You laugh as Faith grabs the bottle of tequila by the neck and jumps up on the table. Pick your poison, Diamond. One of these beautiful people is ready to satisfy your thirst. All you have to do is choose the vessel for your body shot. Several eager volunteers step up. You smile at them, feeling Vic's watchful gaze the whole time. Really? I think we've seen him around sometime, but you know what? Things to make guys jealous while also insatiable. This one's tough. This one makes them just jealous. This one makes them both. I'm just giving you a hot tip here, ladies. But this guy's already got his shirt off. Why not? You snap your fingers and point at the table. Good thing your shirt's already off, my friend. I'm ready to see what you taste like. What? Wow, that was horrible. Young man lays himself out on the table with a wicked grin. Go ahead and fill me up. I promise to make this good for you. Faith lifts the bottle and pours the tequila out over his stomach. It cascades down the hard lines of his muscles. Like my own personal drinking fountain. You lean over his body and run your tongue playfully over his exposed stomach. You laugh, squirming as you lap up the sharp tequila from the salty tang of his skin. You start to feel a little dizzy from the alcohol and the noise, but you're enjoying yourself too much to care. Diamond barely spilled a drop. Let's see if anyone can do better on her. Wait, what? I don't make the body shot rules. You take one, you give one. That's how it works. Uh-oh. Faith pats the table and laughs as you obediently jump up on her. I need to be down. The real question is, who's the lucky guy or gal who gets to taste you? You make the mistake of glancing over at Vic's booth. He's watching you with an intensity that makes the whole world suddenly go dark and quiet. Well, Diamond, who will it be? You don't look away, your eyes locked on his, and a hard knot starts to form in your stomach. He's the one who brought this on himself. He should know me well enough to realize that I never back down from a challenge. I choose myself. Listen, I'm a little curious, actually, how that would work. Little curious. Listen, I don't party, okay? Listen. Faith. Yeah, no. I'm actually, no. I choose myself. All I need is me, myself, and a bottle to keep me company. Oh. You tilt your head back and pour the alcohol directly into your mouth. Unable to resist, you allow some of it to spill past your lips and down the curve of your throat. delicious. Dizzy with success and the effects of the alcohol, you turn to Vic with a triumphant smile, and he doesn't smile back. I was expecting something else in my mind. My imagination went ham for a second. Without another word, he stands up from the table and storms off. I'd say that went well, wouldn't you? You out-partied Vic and won the staff to your side. You watch as Vic's back disappears into the ecstatically surging crowd. Not sure yet. Ask me again once I start to sober up. And spinning a little, for the fourth time we've noticed, you collect Roy and make your way over to the bar. After a while of poring over the club records, the waitress from before settles up to you. She casts a quick, nervous glance at Roy before speaking. Miss Wolf. What's up? She shifts anxiously from one foot to the other. It's just, there's this guy here to see you. He says he's a detective. You peer over her shoulder to see a craggy, middle-aged man standing by the end of the bar. I swear to God, if it's this man right here... Oh, no, oh shit, it's you. Recast as a detective still, nice. He says he's from the Mayor Chung's task force. I told him it wasn't a good time, but he won't leave until he sees you. Roy's natural ease disappears, hardening to sharp steel. His expert gaze locks onto the bedraggled-looking man at the end of the bar, eyes narrowing. I know this one persistent bastard. Want me to toss him out? We can. If he makes a scene, it'll totally kill the vibe in here. It's my first day on the job. There's no way I'm ending the party early. I could knock him out before anyone notices. You can't help laughing as Roy cracks his knuckles, ready to fly to your defense. Don't worry. When I need someone knocked out, you'll be the first to know. I like Roy. I like him. You thank the waitress and head towards the end of the bar. As you draw close, you notice the detective plugging one ear and shouting over the music into his phone. What's the point of putting in all these bids if some millionaire is just gonna swoop in and take every house on the market? Ah. You slip onto a stool a few seats down from the detective, your head tilted as you listen in on his call. From the sound of things, it's not going well. Patient. How can I be patient? My girlfriend is gonna go into labor any day now. Do you want to move with a newborn? Don't bother. If I'm gonna make an offer a fourth time, I'll do it with a real estate agent who actually gets results. The detective hangs up the phone with a string of muttered curses, and you make your final approach. I understand you wanted to speak to me. I'm Diamond Wolf. Sorry to keep you waiting. You hold out your hand, and the detective eyes it like he would a snake. Detective Hannah, I know who you are. Aren't you a little young to be running a place like this? Aren't you a little old to be a detective? And not overweight. Listen, I have no filter. I'm running 104 temperature. Leave me alone. Just leave me alone right now. I'm literally doing this shit sick, so... I'm... a quick study. It runs in the family, but I'm sure you know that. You can sense Roy's approval as you square up to the detective calmly and coolly. You gesture for him to take a seat. Which, isn't he already? I understand you're here as part of Mayor Chung's task force. Yeah, Mayor Chung is very interested in the actions of the Wolf family and the New Acton's real estate market. You have several recent acquisitions. Yes, my mother's investment in me. Investment in you or controlling New Athens, no man's land? She spotted an opportunity and she took it. Yeah, she did take it. From several people who have been completely unwilling to sell when the city asked. Our contracts are all above board. I think you'll find the sellers are very happy. The truth is, the city wasn't offering fair prices. Maybe Mayor Chung and the council opened their wallet a little. The detective leans so close that you can smell his aftershave. See, now that's the thing. The prices you pay just don't make sense to me. In fact, some of them seem downright criminal. I've always wondered how your family manages to do such booming business in an economy like this one. Is it bribery, threats, worse? I think you've worn out your welcome. You hold up a hand to stop Roy from pouncing. No, it's fine. The detective is just doing his job, and I'm doing mine. Mom would want me to shut this guy down before he gets too close, or to turn him into an ally worth having. Solve his housing problem to get him off your back and into your pocket. Alright, let your morals and ethics go. Make him an offer he can't refuse! You're determined to prove your mom that you can handle the more delicate situations that arise in the line of business, and you signal for the bartender to pour 2 glasses of top-shelf scotch. Trying to buy my silence? Wouldn't dream of it. You just seem like you need one. You take a sip of the scotch and wait for the detective to do the same. He watches you for a beat too long, then he drinks. I couldn't help but overhear some of your call earlier. Sounds like you're having some real estate troubles of your own. That was a private conversation. Then don't have it in a public space, you moron. One that you held in a club I happen to own. Loudly, I might add. Don't worry, I won't tell anyone. You refill his glass with a subtle smile. He doesn't stop you. In fact, we might be able to help each other out. The detective eyes you suspiciously, his mouth pulling down at the corners. Watch yourself, Miss Wolf. I don't accept help from anyone currently under investigation. This investigation is going to be long and tedious, or won't lead anywhere. I hate to be the bearer of bad tidings, but this isn't the first time some greedy newcomers tried to build a reputation on my family's back. What's that supposed to mean? It means what it says. The newcomers tend not to last, we do. You can tell that you've caught the detective's interest, and he doesn't like it. I can't decide whether you're trying to bribe or threaten me. That's because I'm not doing either. You lean back and flash him a winning smile. Look, you're welcome to go over the books if it'll make you feel better. I've spent most of the day doing just that, and I can tell you, they're very thorough. You lift a finger at Roy, he catches on what you're doing almost at once. Yes, Miss Wolf? Roy, could you run up to the office? I need the accounts for the past 10 years of the club, Caviar's operations. Our friend here would like to see... The detective interrupts you with a low growl. Now wait just a minute, I never said I wanted to see anything. A wise decision. Wouldn't you rather do something more productive with your time? You seem like you're a very busy man. I'm sure there are 100 things you'd rather be doing on a Friday night. Detective eyes a scotch. And with a baby on the way, your nights are only about to get longer. We don't have to be enemies, Detective Hannah. Like I said, we take care of our very own very well. He rubs the side of his nose, doubtfully. I don't know. I have a duty to the city and to Mayor Trung. Very true. You're obviously a man who takes his responsibilities seriously. What's that supposed to mean? They just don't make men like you anymore, dedicated to his city, job, his family. You let your voice trail off meaningfully. What does my family have to do with anything? Don't you want to... go for the kid card? Your kid to grow up in a good neighborhood? The world is hard enough as it is. The last thing you want to do is start your kid off in a bad neighborhood surrounded by bad people. You roll your shoulders in an indifferent shrug. Unless you prefer it that way. I suppose struggle does help build character. I never said that. You take your mom's business card from your purse and push it across the bar. When you feel like you're ready to get your family into a good home, give my mom a call. She'll take care of you. Detective Hannah takes a long look at the crisp cardstock, an elegant watermark before sliding into his pocket. I believe I've seen everything I need to for tonight. Place seems in fine working order. You're surprised he extends a hand. You accept it and shake. Thanks for your time, Miss Wolf. I appreciate this more than you know. With another nod for Roy, the detective gets up and makes his way out. You hold in your excitement until his back disappears from view. Holy crap. I can't believe that actually worked. I can. There's a lot more to you than meets the eye, Diamond. Never forget it. The rest of the evening is spent with your head deep in the Club Caviar books. Time to call it a night before I pass out on the bar. You get up from your seat, walking a lap around the dance floor to stretch your legs. I can see why Mom wanted to buy this place. Yeah, makes a lot of money. Not really traceable. It's place for meeting, private, things like that. You stop mid-stride as you catch sight of a familiar figure standing in a shadowed corner watching you. Vic, did you want something? Don't flatter yourself. I was just on my way out. You already left earlier, kid. Nice try. Really? Because it looks an awful lot like you've been waiting here for me. Vic pushes himself up, stepping up towards you. Your stomach swoops with a brief image of him backing you against the wall, pinning you with his body. But he stops himself before he makes it halfway, his hands ball in a tight fist at his side. Maybe because you're an entitled brat who thinks everything in the world revolves around you? Every time I turn around, you're there. At the boutique yesterday, the IP section of my club, skulking in the dark corners. It seems to me like someone has a little crush. His eyes flash in a warning. Under the dim lights, his scar seems deeper and more twisted than usual. The only crushing that's gonna happen around here is the fall of your family's empire. Bold words from a bold man, but I don't see your entourage anywhere to back you up. At least I don't need a bodyguard to follow me everywhere I go. I've been standing on my own 2 feet for years. I wish I could say the same about you. Vic's words cut deep, but you're determined to not let it show. You cross your arms and glare across at him. You can cut the hostile act already, Vic. It won't work on me. What makes you think I'm acting? Maybe I hate you the way I hate your whole family. Ever consider that? Oh yeah? Then why didn't you kill me when you had the chance? You step closer until your toes are practically touching his, the heat rising off his body so powerful that you can feel it scorching you from the inside out. The inside out? How does that work? Wouldn't it be the inside or the outside in? You had every opportunity to get rid of me yesterday, but you didn't. I wonder why that is. He lifts his hand as if to caress your face, sort of strangle you where you stand. With a deep, resolute breath, you hold your ground. Well, Vic, aren't you going to tell me how much you hate everything I stand for? All you can hear is a low, muttered curse as he turns sharply away, and without another word, he storms off. You finish your lap of the club and find Roy talking to one of the bouncers. Should I pull the car around? You attempt to hide your yawn in your face, but it's no use. I'll just say goodbye to Faith, and then we can head out. Faith appears beside you, as if by magic, sipping a frozen daiquiri. What's this about saying goodbye and giving up already? I still have to check in with Mom and Dad before I can officially hit the sack. But yeah, you'll be okay to get your own ride. That's half the fun of it. Sweet dreams, babe. Oh, the lights are still blazing when you get home from the club and you find both your parents hard at work in the office. You flash them a weary smile as you sink into one of the leather club chairs. So, how'd your first day go? Well, I got a visit from part of Mayor Trung's task force, Detective Hannah. Lovely, I hope you got rid of him quietly. I did one better than that. Your dad takes one look at your beaming face and gives you a shout of triumph. That's my girl. What did you do exactly? A bribe. You have to be careful, Diamond. Mom, it wasn't a normal bribe. You refused to let your mother's sharp tone goad you. I'm not that stupid, Mom. I offered him the one thing that money can't buy. And what's that? You, obviously. He keeps getting outbid on houses, so I told him that New Athens' best broker could help. You can expect his call soon. Your mom flashes you a very rare smile. Clever, Diamond. Your mom sighs and shakes her head. This is only the start, I'm afraid. Mayor Trung has rebuffed every advance from us, so no matter how subtle, I think she enjoys it. She's a real white knight, this one. Maybe it's time to stop playing nice. If she doesn't want to play the game, maybe we should change the rules. I couldn't agree more, Diamond. It's our way or no way. Since you seem so full of ideas about Mayor Trung, why don't you do a little digging around? Me, really? Why not? Everyone has secrets, provided you're willing to dig deep enough to find them. Good luck, you don't know what mine are. You'll come with us when we attend our charity auction tomorrow night. Perhaps you can reach her in a way we couldn't. I won't let you down, Mom. She holds up her hand before you can say more. Let me warn you right now, Diamond, that you have to tread carefully. I have no doubt that the Flints will also be in attendance. Means Vic will be there too. They'll be working an angle of their own once we get to them first. And what else is new? Without further ado, thanks for watching. Love your beautiful faces. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Head down to the description. Plenty of cool links, plenty of ways to support, and the whole shebang. So, yeah, no. I literally, like, last night, just TLDR, last night I got finished with the one book, right? And then I went and was going to start this one, and I started getting cold. And I'm like, oh no. So I thought I'd drink something hot. Didn't help. Just like about right now, I'm actually starting to get chills again. So, like, I was like, alright, I'll just curl up on the bed. I'll even set my alarm. I was like, I'll take a nap. Maybe I just need to warm up. You know, it's the weather is just all over the place lately. Like, first we have 55s to 60s, and then it's like super rainy and cold. And I'm like, you know, maybe it's just my body just trying to adapt, you know? So, yeah, no, as I'm laying there, I'm getting crappier and crappier. The chills are getting worse. I put layer after layer of clothing on, layer of blankets. Like, finally the chills went away, and then the fever started. And then that finally broke about, I don't know, 8 to 10 a.m. this morning, so all night it was just, ugh. And then, yeah, no, finally the fever broke, and I just kind of, like, collapsed for most of the day, like a here or there, getting up, doing things, tossing, turning, you know, shit like that, but, still a lot of head congestion right now. Again, like I said, I'm starting the chills, I'm, like, feeling, like, the center of my head, you know, start doing the fever thing. Because I've been fighting off, like, earlier it was like 103, 104, so it's like up there. And I don't know, like, again, I'm not having like mega drainage, I'm not having coughing fits, I'm not having anything. There's just something in my head. So I'm hoping my body fends it off, I don't know. Because I really don't need to, clearly have it go down in my lungs. If you don't know, check out that video in the top right corner to know. But without further ado, love your beautiful faces. Thank you all for tuning in. I thought this was a super short video. I know I need to start working on other books and stuff. I promise you I will. Like, I know I've got some of those, like Slow Burn, and I forget the one other one I haven't done. And then, you know, I know I'm kind of like all over the place. Clearly, again, check out the top right video if you don't know. If you do know, clearly you realize why everything's a disproportional, like, mess. So, yeah. Once again, thanks for watching. Catch you all later. Peace out.